Well, this isn't exactly the early spring weather we are expecting. What'd that groundhog say? Let's go after him. Posse after the groundhog. All right. Well, today we're going to talk about succulents because we're stuck inside here a little bit, and the succulent phenomenon continues. They're so cool, they're unusual, they're easy to grow, and people just can't get enough of them. So, thought we'd talk about some of the do's and don'ts in succulents, and it's really not that hard, but you can make some basic mistakes. First of all, choosing the pot. Now, this looks like a really cool pot. Can't you see succulents here? No drain holes. That is the death. No drain hole. So you got to get a pot, something that has a drain hole, usually sitting on a saucer so that, you know, the water can come out of it. So very important there. Secondly is the soil. Succulents like a light, well-draining soil, so you really can't put it, if you use regular potting soil, it's going to be too wet because a lot of those are peat moss based and they actually just hold water, and that's not what a succulent wants. So when you plant them, you get your kind of your sandy soil, and you can kind of feel the sand in this. Pull the succulent, pop it in there, and then you can fill in around it. Don't have a lot of time to do this, but kind of push it down around the pot so that you don't make a mess when you're watering the thing. So here's the thing about watering succulents. Everyone thinks, and I was the same thing, I thought, well, you know, they don't like a lot of water, they don't like to be overwatered, so, you know, you do one of these. No, they say that spraying them isn't the right way to do it, that you should actually give them a good drink of water so that the entire soil mass is wet. Let it drain down through, because you got to remember you got your special soil, and then make sure you dump the excess water. And then you don't water that again until it's completely dry all the way through, and even then let it sit for a few days. But they like to be watered all the way through. All right, so, and again, don't let them sit in water. So a couple hours, come by and dump that out. Fertilizer, yes, fertilizer. There's succulent fertilizer. You can probably just use a general purpose spout, but once a month, give it one squirt of this particular one. So fertilization, yes. Then, but, you know, and you can get, you know, any of these little jars that you can find, you can, you know, pot anything as far as a succulent. But then what happens to succulents, like so many other things, they can get kind of ugly looking. So, and that's what kind of makes them fun, because you can actually come in, and if you strip down some of the leaves, now I cut that one a little bit too tight, but you leave a little stem and pull it to where you get the crown. I'm going to pull this one over here because I kind of messed that one up in my haste. So strip the leaves off of it until you get this nice little crown of leaves that are left. Doing this rather quickly. And then you cut it down to about a ½ inch or so. And then you have your soil. I have this, I popped one in earlier. And then you can just drop them down in. You're supposed to wait till they heal over, but if you just pop them in, I don't think it really matters. And that thing will root so easily. You can actually even root the leaves as well. So there's a lot you can do. They're kind of interactive, these succulents. They're a lot of fun.